Good morning. How are you? Sorry, I missed last Sunday. Was too busy with Easter camp, and then after Easter camp, was sort of too tired, too exhausted. It was a really good camp, but very exhausted. So here am I again. Last Sunday, Pastor Alan preached from Psalm 96, talking about the new song, talking about the global song. And I think the 3 points that Pastor Alan makes it clear to us is that we are about worship, witness, and we have to be watchful. We are to worship God, declare praise to God. We are to be witness. We're going to declare the praises of God to many nations, and we are to be watchful because God is coming. Jesus comes again. And John Piper famously said this, and I quote, missions is not the ultimate goal of the church. Worship is. Mission exists because worship doesn't. He says, missions is not the ultimate goal of the church. Worship is. Missions exist because worship doesn't. And he continues, worship is ultimate, not missions, because God is ultimate, not man. When this age is over and the countless millions of the redeemed fall on their faces before the throne of God, missions will be no more. It is a temporary necessity, but worship abides forever. So we must realize that we are about worship of God, but we do mission because there are some parts of the world where God's name is not worshipped. And ultimately we are about worship, but in order to see God's names to be worshipped everywhere, we need to be witness. We need to be good witnesses to those who have not known God, who have not heard about Jesus. And that is why CrossCulture is involved in God's global mission. And that means you and I too. That means all of us. So throughout the Global Mission Convention next week, there are so many activities that you can take part of. And you must encourage your cell group members to participate in the GMC. This is perhaps one of the many weeks in the year that you can really say to the cell group members, well, guys, girls, this is a time for us to really think through what we as a group or as individuals, how can we be involved in God's global mission? Trust me, it will pay off. It will be a rewarding experience, and your members will grow too. So there are three things perhaps I want to mention. One is the intercell activity. I'm not sure if you have heard from the cell ministry team. I hope you have. But what we want to encourage is you organize a meeting, a combined gathering with another cell. If you don't have a global partner yet, if your cell group hasn't adopted a global partner, then meet up with another cell that has adopted a global partner. Then you can learn together what it means to adopt a global partner. But also maybe just combine and talk about mission and talk about how each cell group has experienced or has done or has been involved in any mission one way or another. So that's how you can encourage one another, as well as fellowshipping with group members from another group. Another one is Mission Pride Dinner. That's next Wednesday. Again, it is another opportunity for you as a member, as a group, to go together to understand more about what's happening in different parts of the world. And usually the dinner, the talk in the dinner itself will enlarge your heart for mission, also will enlarge your heart in terms of prayer, and will really inspire you to pray. So make it a cell group activity. And also mission montage on Friday. This is for young adults, for young people, for students. Make sure that if your cell group is a young adult group and if your cell group is a student group, please make sure you come to the mission montage on Friday. Another inspiring talk will be given, so please make it a point. You will hear more about this next week. But this week, what I want you to do is talk it out with the cell group. Talk it out with your cell group members. Decide together how you will participate in each of the activities, and make it a cell group activity. Because when we do things together, it becomes more fun and it becomes more memorable. And trust me, you will grow together, and you will realize that it is a worthwhile experience. So please do that. I'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now.